Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. This is the home of the money pick. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the videos. Merry Christmas. We got the Week 16 teasers coming up. We're going to use 7 points. Let's get to the first game. We got the Washington no-names at the Dallas Cowboys. Right now it's no-names plus 10.5. I'm bringing that up to no-names plus 17.5. And listen, we know the injury report is an issue, but Heineke's going to be available. We're seeing 2 defensive players every day get available. And I never bought into the Cowboys. I'm just not a fan of what the Cowboys do. The run-pass balance has ceded. And when I look at this Cowboys defense, they got 2 ball hawks. And who the hell do they have after Parsons and Diggs? Who? No one. And what I think Washington does, they're going to run the ball up the middle. They're going to use play action. They're going to control time of possession. That's why I absolutely love Washington plus 17.5. Next game, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Carolina Panthers. Tampa is minus 10. I'm going to bring Tampa down to minus 3. This is like digging a trench here. We don't know what the hell's going to happen with Tampa Bay, but one thing I know is Brady's going to show up, and another thing I know is this Carolina offense, they're a non-functioning entity. They're the definition of a non-functioning entity. And when I look at Cam Newton or Sam Darnold, it doesn't make a difference. They can't block anyone. They can't run the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Tampa Bay's defense is more what this is about. Antonio Brown's coming back. That's a big reason why I got Tampa Bay minus 3. Add it to the teaser. Next game, we got the Los Angeles Chargers. Herbert at the Houston Texans. Chargers are minus 10. We don't need to overthink this. We don't need to overthink it. I'm bringing the Chargers minus 10 down to Chargers minus 3. Listen, I respect what Houston did last week. Davis Mills played really good against a pretty decent Jags defense, and Houston's got fight, and they haven't quit. You got to tip your fedora to them. But even with that being said, Herbert's hot, man, and Herbert's going to sling that ball all over the park. I don't see how this Texans secondary can keep up with Herbert. And the Chargers, they need to come in this game wanting blood. They need to come in to annihilate the Texans. I think they cover the minus 10, but I feel more comfortable with Chargers minus 3. And then one thing we got to understand about the Chargers, 1 week they're bad, 1 week they're good. Last week, man, they played good against the Chiefs, but the way they lost that game was bad. They're going to have a response. Chargers minus 3 added to the teaser. Next game, we got the Jacksonville Jags at the New York Jets. Jets are plus 1. I'm going Jets plus 8. Listen, I also have the Rams, bringing the Rams to plus 3 against the Vikings, but I can't bet the Vikings because they're my own team. So let's talk about the Jags and Jets. If you don't like it, you have the Rams, Vikings as an option. Listen, I just think this Jets defense, we know how bad they are. They're not getting better. I'm not trying to weave anyone a dream that doesn't exist. But this Jags offense is a non-functioning entity, and it was fun kicking dirt on Urban Meyer. It was fun making fun of Urban Meyer. But what good did it do? What good is Darren Bevel going to do to this offense? Lawrence, I actually think Lawrence has an injury. So, and when I'm looking at this game, this Jets front 7, I think they'll actually win the battle against this Jags offensive line. I think Zach Wilson makes more plays than Trevor Lawrence. And you guys know I love me some Lawrence, but with this Jags team as a non-functioning entity, at least we see the Jets getting better. I like the Jets plus 8. Next game and last game of the teaser, we got the Indianapolis Colts at the Arizona Cardinals. Zona, Colts are plus 1.5. I'm bringing Colts up to 8.5, and I'm going to sleep snuggy with it. Listen, this Cardinals team hasn't been in rhythm since like week 7 and week 8. J.J. Watt's not coming back to the defense. I don't even think Chandler Jones is. I think the Colts run the ball on him. I think the Colts are better on the offensive line, and they're better on the defensive line. And one thing people are sleeping on about this Colts team, they're sleeping on this Colts defensive line. They're going to annihilate this Cardinals offensive line. And everyone wants to focus on Kyler Murray and say the kid's not playing good. I disagree completely. Look at that Rams film. He was making plays with zero margin of error, getting hit every time he drops back. I just think it's too much for him. The Cardinals don't get in rhythm here. Taylor goes for over 100 yards, and I know Carson Wentz makes me nervous. Carson Wentz always makes me nervous. But that's why we're going Colts plus 8.5. Thursday night football for the degenerates. In my head, I got San Fran minus 3.5 against the Titans. Man, I'm going to pump the Titans up to 10.5, even though they were god-awful, but I'm not betting that on the teaser. Here's the teaser. Washington plus 17.5. Tampa minus 3. Chargers minus 3. Jets plus 8. Or you can go Rams plus 3 against my Minnesota Vikings. Colts plus 8.5 against Zona. Merry Christmas. Share the videos. Hit the like button. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.